Not even close. Jameis Winston is the #1 pick.
Woo, not even close.
Not even close. I think when GMs sit down and actually study these quarterbacks and see what they do, when you watch Jameis Winston play football, watch the ball come out of his hands. It is different. He is an NFL quarterback who is running in the NFL system. Makes it an easy transition for his skill set and the things he's been doing. Mariota is a terrific guy, a great guy. If you want to go to dinner with a great guy, Mariota's your guy. If you want to win football games, if you want a guy that's going to stand in the pocket and operate your offense, I am taking Jameis Winston without even considering the other option.
And how much concern off the field with Jameis for you?
Me, none. I don't have any. Let me rephrase that. Not any more than I would have for any young kid coming out of college. A lot of the things that he has done, we always say investigated for, and we use it as if a young man is guilty of something because he's being investigated for something.
Fair.
The other things that he has done are things that kids do in college. I don't have a concern. Now, does that mean he won't get into trouble? Absolutely not, because he may. But I don't have the concern of a guy that won't be there on my football team, and that's what I need. I need him in my huddle, running my football team for 16 games, hopefully into the playoffs, and I'm not worried about the stuff off the field right now.
I completely agree with you because I think Jameis Winston has been judged too harshly when he's gotten on my nerves because I don't want him to blow the opportunities that are waiting for him. But overall, I do think he's been judged too harshly. I do have this concern, though. When we talk about Mariota, we talk about an individual that studied, and I agree with you about Jameis Winston, please don't get me wrong, but we talk about a guy that studied, that's a system guy, that's reliable. A lot of times I see Jameis Winston on the sidelines arguing with Jimbo Fisher, and I'm not trying to imply anything like insubordination or anything like that, but it doesn't see, it's like it's his athleticism and his gift that seems to get him over as opposed to somebody that completely gets what the coach is saying and is completely executing what the coach wants him to execute. What he can get away on a college level, I'm not sure that would fly on the professional level in terms of not being on the same page as your coach from time to time, as it seems. Am I wrong there?
I think you are. And we call that fiery at times when we have a guy, because we have all seen Tom Brady also on the sideline being fiery.
Of course.
And because a guy wins, we label it as he is competitive, he's fiery, he's intense, he's locked in, he's ready to go.
No, that's not what I mean. I'm not talking about that kind of fiery. I'm talking about, I don't mean that at all. I'm sorry, you must have misunderstood. I'm talking about when it seems like he and Jimbo, like Jimbo wanted something different than what he actually saw on the field. I don't see that from Tom Brady, is what I'm saying. That's what I'm looking at.
That's because Tom Brady is given the respect of a guy that what he sees on the field is what matters, period. And when Jameis Winston takes that next step, and when he starts to win football games, he will also be given that same respect. Right now, he's a college quarterback, and you look at it as in he's still learning. They're teaching him something. You don't look at that with a Tom Brady. We figure Tom Brady knows what's going on. So when he's having that discussion, it's not the coach telling him he did something wrong. It's them discussing it. And I believe that when Jameis Winston gets to the next level, because when you get there, it is your talent. It's not what's in your mind just yet. The talent is up here, and your mind has to catch up. Right now, this kid is ultra talented. Someone has got to teach him how to play NFL football, how to operate an NFL system, and I do believe that he will then be given that respect that when we see him having a discussion, whether it looks heated or not, with a coach, we will say those are two guys discussing a football game, and that's just fiery competitiveness.
Skip, that's where I was going, his receptiveness in learning, because I know he's got the talent. That's what I was going to. His receptiveness in getting guidance and tutelage. That's all I'm wondering about.
You know, I may have to leave it to Kerry Champion to defend Marcus Mariota in this debate because I can't, and I am with Joey and then some. I have never been sold on Marcus Mariota as an NFL #1 overall pick.
Neither am I.
When I watch him, when they do, and it almost seems rare, but when he is forced to stand in the pocket and throw, his accuracy comes and it goes. If you look at the tape of the first half of the Pac-12 championship game in Santa Clara against Arizona, I know it was raining, but he was hit and mostly miss in the first half. And my point is that this This offense they run might be the most breathtaking fast break offense I have ever, and I've seen a bunch of them in my time.
To watch.
Hey, it is fun to watch. It is clever. It is sensationally quickly executed. The play call comes in like that. It always keeps the defense on its heels, off balance. Like, where are we going? What is? Oh, you're doing this. You're doing this, and it's coming so fast. And this kid runs it so beautifully, so skillfully, and so confidently, Marcus Mariota, that I'm starting to wonder how much is he a product of the fast break, of the tempo that he knows so well and executes so beautifully. Nobody's going to run this in the NFL.
Absolutely not. And then take a look at his feet. When we talk about accuracy, when we talk about arm strength, we talk about his ability to deliver the ball downfield, a lot of times when he's off, just look at his feet. He's not bringing his feet. He's not bringing his hips with those throws that he's making. You're absolutely right. The offense is a bunch of bells and whistles, and it will get you as a defense. You look around, there'll be a guy running all by himself down the sideline, and he just has to throw it.
What does he do well? And how will that translate on a professional?
That's the tough thing to know. He is a winner. We know that. He is talented. We know that. He is a playmaker. He has the ability to take the ball and run with it if he has to.
And
he can improvise.
He can fly now. He's not Joey Galloway speed, but he's close.
But the problem is, if I'm an NFL owner, if I'm an NFL GM, if I'm an NFL coach, I need to see that ball come out of your hands. I need to see you look at Skip. Skip's not open. I'm looking over at Stephen A. Smith. Is he open? I can turn my feet, bring my hips, and deliver a strike. And I don't see that.
I appreciate what both of y'all are saying. The one thing that y'all are not saying that has been left out, and people might be a little bit rattled by this, I don't care. I think the kid is a wonderful kid, and I wish him nothing but the best. But I do think a lot is being made of how wonderful he is.
You're right.
Where you've got too many people trying to sell us on Marcus Mariota.
And he's the opposite of Jameis Winston.